Here's a question. What features does a laptop need to have before it can become a productivity slayer? The answer will vary from one individual to the other, but here are the key areas that Huawei focused on when building the MateBook X Pro 2024 for productivity applications. It doesn't matter how good a laptop is if it prevents you from working anywhere besides your desk due to its weight and bulk. But an idea can strike at any moment, or you might feel like taking your work someplace that makes you feel more comfortable, or even use your free time outdoors to quickly get some work done. To give you the freedom to work from anywhere you like, Huawei engineered the MateBook X Pro 2024 to be as light as it can be. At just 980 grams, this laptop is lighter than a 1.5-liter bottle of water. It is also surprisingly thin at just 13.5 millimeters. To achieve this form factor, the laptop is built from magnesium alloy and treated with a micro-arch oxidation to make it harder and more wear resistant. Huawei even saved weight on core components like the OLED display, keyboard, trackpad, hinge, battery, fans, printed circuit board, and speakers. Among these, the printed circuit board design on this laptop is fascinating as it is segmented into 3 sections which Huawei calls Cloud Falcon architecture. This unconventional design allowed Huawei to save 8% more space than the previous generation. With the additional space, Huawei increased the size of the fans by 22%, the battery capacity by 17%, and the speakers by 22%. So whether you're lugging it in a bag, carrying it around in your hand, supporting it with one hand, or using it on your lap, it'll be long before you notice its weight. As such, you'll want to take the MateBook X Pro 2024 with you wherever you go. Despite being so light, you can still lift the lid with just one finger. The screen on the MateBook X Pro 2024 uses Huawei's X-True display in the form of a flexible OLED panel, a first for a laptop. It measures 14.2 inches with a 3:2 aspect ratio that is best for productivity applications. Picture quality on this laptop is nothing short of impressive with perfect blacks, high contrast ratio, and vibrant colors. This panel features 3.1K resolution and runs at 120Hz refresh rate. Full screen brightness is rated up to 600 nits with a peak brightness of 1000 nits, which makes working outdoors during the day possible. The screen also uses a nano optical coating to reduce light reflectivity by up to 70%, increasing screen legibility. On the flip side, the display can turn its brightness down to just 2 nits, making it comfortable to view at night in a dark room. Additionally, the 1440Hz high-frequency dimming reduces display flickering at low brightness to minimize eye strain. As for color accuracy, the MateBook X Pro 2024 is the first laptop from Huawei to be calibrated for Adobe RGB color space with a delta E of less than 1. Besides that, the display can also accurately reproduce colors in the sRGB and P3 color space with the same low delta E. Therefore, you can color grade images on this display. If your work involves a lot of typing, you'll be charmed by the keyboard on the MateBook X Pro 2024. The keys are well spaced so they don't feel cramped while keeping the layout compact enough that your fingers can reach all the common keys without having to move your hands a lot. The alphabet keys are also centered, making it more comfortable to type. The keys themselves are tactile so you feel when they click and when they spring back up, allowing you to find your typing rhythm. Despite the tactility, not much force is required to depress the keys, but they are not so soft that they will actuate when you're just resting your fingers on them. Additionally, the keys are also backlit. When on the go, the trackpad is the most convenient way to control the cursor on a laptop. Therefore, Huawei has made it as easy and as accurate as possible to use. For one, it has a large touch area and tracks your fingers very precisely. Huawei has also developed a set of software features for the trackpad called Huawei Free Touch that allows you to perform quick actions. You can take a screenshot by knocking twice using a single knuckle, or start a screen recording by doing the same process with 2 knuckles. Swiping one finger along the left edge of the trackpad will adjust the brightness, while doing the same on the right edge will control the volume. To minimize the window, press the upper left corner of the trackpad, while pressing the upper right corner will close the window. When you press on the trackpad and feel it click, That's feedback from a vibration motor, as the trackpad has no moving parts and does not physically click. Typically, when you make a laptop thin and light, it comes at the sacrifice of cooling, as these components are normally heavy and bulky. However, Huawei has managed to find workarounds for these limitations on the Matebook X Pro 2024. One way they did it is by improving the airflow. There are intake vents on both sides of the body, the front hinge of the screen, and the keyboard to channel cool air into the chassis. The air going through the intakes on the keyboard also helps to cool it down. With air coming in from multiple sections of the laptop, heat dissipation has been increased by 37%. On the inside, the Huawei Cloud Falcon architecture has allowed for the use of larger dual shark fin fans that feature streamlined pressurized fan blades that follow the airflow path to smooth it out and minimize aerodynamic loss. The architecture has also reduced system flow resistance by 19%, allowing hot air to reach the exhaust vents more effectively. The model we have right here comes with a high-performance Intel Core Ultra 9 processor with Intel Arc graphics paired with 2TB of storage using an SSD and 32GB of DDR5 RAM. There's very little productivity software out there that can even stress this machine. Every operation is snappy and smooth, with apps having quick launch times. Equipped with a beefier cooling system, the Core Ultra 9 processor can hit its maximum performance at a TDP of 40 watts. In a video rendering exercise, the Matebook X Pro 2024 exported a 1 minute 22 second 1080p video on CapCut 61% faster than the previous gen model. Besides that, this configuration of the Matebook X Pro 2024 has enough power for coding, simple 3D modeling, and photo editing. Ensuring that you get a smooth performance is Huawei's proprietary Super Turbo technology, which determines the running status of the CPU, GPU, memory, hard disk, and battery, and applies optimization policies in conjunction with Windows to deliver high performance more efficiently. Huawei has specifically programmed Super Turbo to activate in 9 major applications, including conferencing, internet browsing, office work, and videos. Outside of applications, Super Turbo helps to boot up Windows within 10 seconds. Just like its smartphones, Huawei's laptop also comes with collaborative features. This means that you can quickly transfer files between your Huawei smartphone and the Matebook X Pro 2024 with Huawei Share. Alternatively, there's also the Huawei Super Hub, which allows you to store files of different formats and choose the ones you want to transfer to a selected device in one go. It is also easy to work on your laptop and phone at the same time by mirroring your phone screen on the Matebook X Pro 2024 with Huawei Super device. You can interact with the phone screen by using the touchscreen, keyboard, and trackpad. However, it's not just merely mirroring the phone screen. You can drag and drop files between devices and even run multiple mobile apps simultaneously in different windows. By now, you might have already experienced some kind of assistance from AI software. On the Matebook X Pro 2024, you also get a couple of AI features, with the first one being Copilot, courtesy of Microsoft. You can quickly find answers to your questions by asking Copilot whether it's a definition, fact, or comparison. In case you didn't already know, WPS has a couple of AI features as well. You can prompt the AI to generate written content by typing @AI and pressing enter. Then input an instruction like why a powerful laptop is better for your work, limit to 500 words, and hit enter. The AI will then generate the content, which you can then edit further. Another way WPS AI can help is by highlighting points in PDF files with sizable information. Just upload a PDF file and click on Insight. You can even get a review of the document by going to Inquiry and requesting for a summary. For video calls, AI camera can identify you and apply a bokeh effect or a virtual image on the background, generate an image of your eyes that's always looking directly at the camera, and automatically adjust the framing to keep you in the center. In terms of audio during voice or video calls, you have a couple of enhancement options to choose from. Sound Through Voice is an AI noise cancellation feature that suppresses ambient noises and enhances vocal clarity. If you're using headphones, you can switch to the personal voice enhancement mode, which takes advantage of the microphones being closer to your mouth and further amplifies your voice over other noises. But if you want to share the ambience of your environment with the other person, you can turn on Sound Through HD to capture all the sounds around you and from you. Sometimes, the most comfortable spot to work is quite a distance from the Wi-Fi router. To help capture as much of the signal as possible, Huawei has designed a 3D metal-line antenna which achieves a wider connection range, more stable connections, and improved performance in weak signal environments. Huawei claims the Matebook X Pro 2024 can achieve a connection range of up to 330 meters in open environments within a horizontal and vertical 360-degree range. Powering the Matebook X Pro 2024 is a 70 watt-hour battery with 7 hours of typical usage as tested by Huawei. That's enough for a typical workday. But if you need to use the laptop for longer on battery, just plug in the 90 watt supercharged charger for 10 minutes and then you can use the laptop for up to another 2 hours. This is possible as the Huawei Matebook X Pro 2024 makes use of a patented dual-cell charging technology that places 2 independent charging integrated chips on the PCB. The battery is also compatible with PD, UFCS and SCP charging protocols. There are a handful of laptops on the market today that offer a combination of features like the Huawei Matebook X Pro 2024. Lightweight construction, a stunning display, great keyboard, an accurate trackpad, powerful performance, and decent battery life. If you're in the market for such a machine, you'll likely be impressed by the Huawei Matebook X Pro 2024. You can pre-order it with a starting price of 8,999 ringgit from the 13th of May to the 24th of May 2024. For more details on this impressive little laptop, you can scroll down to the description section. Well, that's the end of this video. If you guys liked it, give it a like, and if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok to get the latest news on almost everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao!